So some of you might have been a little offended on my little jab at Comic-Con, but I am making a huge judgment call here that Comic-Con is getting out of hand. As I stated in the video before this, if you haven't seen it, I'll put a link up right here, that while I was in San Diego that same weekend, but I was in Old Town teaching people about the early history of California, because also in Old Town they have some original Adobe buildings. So myself and others from my group and people from other group were teaching people about history of California in the early 1800s. And to be fully honest, I believe that is a better use of your time. A few of you right now might be yelling at the screen right now, well, to each their own. If I want to spend 3 hours in a line to get a signature from Patrick Stewart on my Next Generation DVD collection, then let me stand 3 hours. I say, yes, live your life the way you do it, but I'm saying is that you need to sort out your priorities. Like, I would like to get a signature from Patrick Stewart, but to spend 3 hours, because I've heard some of these lines go on forever. Maybe 3 hours is kind of the top end, but still, you get my drift. Is that a lot of people are saying about power is that we're going into the world of 1984, George Orwell, the hobnail jackboot down on your thread, power to the people. But the problem is that people are not seeing what's in front of them. We are going more towards the world of Aldous Huxley's Brave New World, is that the government does not need to put a boot on our neck or ban anything because we'd be so oblivious to anything that they wouldn't have to. Prime example is that when I was doing my historical interpretation, I started to see people from Comic-Con start to arrive. So some of the more noticeable people was around 2 o'clock when some cosplayers from some characters from the Final Fantasy X came along. I'm like, there goes the cosplayers. And guess what? What they're doing? Heads down into their iPhones, playing Pokemon Go. I have to admit that Old Town is a pretty good place to play Pokemon Go. Here's a picture of myself there. So, yes, and then I saw more people, another person with a crap load of Deadpool getup and Merc just doing the same thing. And then I saw more people. You could tell by the Warner Brothers Comic-Con 2016 bag they're all wearing that, yeah, a lot of people were just coming there just to heads down, playing Pokemon Go, tap, 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 and just oblivious. Only 2 people that I can distinctly remember that went to Comic-Con, the badges, the pack, and all that, actually came and were interested in learning history, learning facts, learning about the world. The rest were just heavily indulged in themselves. But this is not to call out everyone. A few of my fellow historical interpreters, living historians, reenactors, a few of them actually do go to Comic-Con, and a few of them, and also Dragon Con, other such cons, VidCon too, and they actually do that kind of stuff, cosplay and such other things. But too many people are taking it to an extreme. Yes, some people who do cosplay do learn a skill, like if they're really into anime, they might learn Japanese. Or if they want to really make their own special costume, they learn how to sew. Yes, those are some things you'll learn. But sometimes you need to get your head out of that world. And a lot of people just seem to go deeper and deeper and deeper into this fictional world. Don't get me wrong, is that if I somehow won the lottery, I'd probably do some cosplaying myself. But it just doesn't make me. Yes, sometimes this world seems to beat us down, and kind of what Ray Bradbury said, Mad Men, that you need to find your own group of people that you can be with, your own group of friends. But too many people are taking this to an extreme. We need to really fix this issue. We cannot live in Aldous Huxley's Brave New World. You need to get out there. Even though it's a dirty, disgusting world, learn politics, learn history, learn sciences. It is just a sad state of affairs. So, yes, I may have made a little jab at Comic-Con, but how Comic-Con is getting in other such conventions is just getting a little too ridiculous. So, I hope to see you in my next video, if I do in fact make another video.